Hey everyone, welcome back. So today I have a review on the much awaited Magic Foundation by Charlotte Tilbury. I received this foundation last week in the mail. I ordered it from Nordstrom. The moment I was able to order it, I picked it up because I know that so many people had questions about this, that my own clients were texting me because it's been so publicized about how great this foundation is. Now, I was in the UK for quite some time. I think it's been a little over 6 months, and I've heard very mixed reviews on this product. Now, as much as I do try everything out myself, I like to hear what other people have to say about a product prior to purchasing it. So I did do a little bit of research on YouTube just to hear what people were saying about the foundation, because I do follow Charlotte Tilbury and I do think that she has some really nice products. But I wanted to hear what other YouTubers had to say, especially those that are everyday women. I wanted to hear what they had to say. So I didn't really see that many great reviews, and I was a little concerned by that. So I said, you know what, I just have to try it for myself and see if this is something that I could give recommendation to my clients. But, you know, and also you guys on my channel, and, you know, I consider you guys my YouTube family. But so anyway, I did order it. The foundation is $44. It's on the higher end, but it's actually not as much as other foundations that I've discussed on my channel this past year. But I did get the foundation. I'm not really not into packaging, but it's a really nice bottle. It'll probably look very pretty on your makeup vanity or your makeup dresser, wherever you do your makeup. So what it does claim is that it's going to give you this flawless, long-lasting finish all over your face, and it's basically going to look like your own skin, just better. And you know, there are a lot of products on the market that claim to give you that, and they don't. So it was very intriguing to me because I had seen such really good results on Charlotte Tilbury's channel herself, just to see how she was applying the foundation, how good it looked. Now, a little bit about the color range. So I think there's about 15 shades or so, and from light all the way to deep. If you are watching my channel and you're of deeper skin tone, don't be afraid to go a little bit on the deepest one or the one before the deeper one, because it's going to melt into your skin. Some of them do have a little bit of a yellow undertone and an orange undertone versus those cool tones, so those are going to be a little bit warmer, which is what I usually go to. But I have to tell you guys, I picked up the shade in 4 Fair Pale. When I first tried it, I felt like, oh my god, this is going to be way too light, but it isn't, because it melts right into your skin. So it is enriched with hyaluronic acid. You guys know that I discuss hyaluronic acid a lot on my channel from the products, because that is for nourishing and plumping the skin. Just a total plus right there. Number 2, it has a mushroom extract, which is all about anti-aging rejuvenation. And it also has vitamin C. Vitamin C is excellent for the skin, especially the face, because we're in the sun a lot, and it's just a very good antioxidant property to help remove the impurities out of your skin. So that alone just made me excited, because I like when products have that in them. You know me, I am a skincare fanatic. I have to have some type of skincare, is the whole base behind my method of my makeup applications. And if you do not have good skincare, I don't care how expensive a product is, it is not going to look good on your skin. So anyway, I just wanted to let you guys know that. But so let's talk a little bit about the Magic Foundation. Now, it comes in a pump. I just want to let you guys know that when I did open it the first time, I twisted it off like this because I didn't realize that it was a pump formulation. So you do have to take the cap off. There's a rose gold cap. Like I said to you guys before, I'm really not into how a product looks in terms of packaging, because I need to know that a product is going to deliver. And that's the key to me. To what I like with makeup. So It does have this creamy texture to it, not liquidy and not too creamy. So it's somewhere in between, and you're going to see that in the demo, how it really doesn't fall down my hand at all. It just kind of like stays there and trickles just a little bit, which is nice. It's a demi matte finish. Now they are saying, they are claiming that this is full coverage. I don't feel that it's full coverage. What I do feel is that it's light to medium and buildable to full. So just depending on what you guys like. I mean, you have versatility out of this product, which is nice. So it is a demi matte, meaning for those of you that are oily, your oil will probably come through throughout the day. So if you do have a mattifying primer, I suggest putting that on. I'm not a big fan of applying powder and setting powders over the foundation. I don't know, just for everyday use, I'm just not such a huge fan of it. So for me, what I say is if you do the proper skincare prior to doing this, I think you guys are going to be a-okay on the foundation. The next thing is I do recommend wearing a primer with the foundation. I tried it 3 different ways and I found that I got the best overall experience with this foundation with the primer. Number 3 or number 4 at this point. I don't know how many I'm going into. I do like to apply this foundation with the Beauty Blender and the Makeup Forever 122 brush. You guys know that I highlighted the 122 brush in my Makeup Forever Ultra HD foundation review and demo last week. So if you want to read a little bit more or see a little bit more on that brush, you guys can just go into that other video, and I'll put a link down below so that you guys can check it out. So this foundation, I have to tell you, I really like it. I was a little iffy at first. If you guys followed me on Snapchat over the weekend, you were able to see as I was in between my clients how I felt with the foundation. Definitely had longevity. I'm not going to say that it didn't. It offered that. The biggest plus for me is that it really resembled my skin. And it's been a while since I have found a foundation without the cakiness and without that creamy overdone texture that it just really resembled my skin. There is no other way. I have yet to have a product that has gone on to my face, my skin, and has made me feel that it was my skin. So right there alone, I was sold on this product, and I'm going to tell you guys why. This can really go across the board on any of my clients, on any of my age categories on my channel. If you're in your teens, your 20s, your 30s, your 40s, and your 50s and higher, and you're looking for a foundation that is going to mimic your skin, you are definitely going to find it in the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Foundation. I can tell you that hands down right now. Once you get the application down packed the way it should be and how to apply it, you are going to be a-okay, and you are going to love this foundation. I heard a bunch of different things about her foundation brush, that it really wasn't that good to apply the foundation, although she likes it. So I didn't go and purchase it, but I do like the method that I use to apply the foundation, and I felt that that was the best way to do it. And I mean, I have nothing really bad to say about this product, and you're going to see as my reviews go on and the demo next coming up, you are definitely going to see how my attitude changes towards the product each day that I'm using it. So I like it. I love it. I think this is a great foundation. I think you guys are really going to like it if you do decide to pick it up. And you know, let's just get into the demo so I can show all of you the ways that I've used it over the course of the last few days and how it worked for me. So typically when I put on my foundation, I really never wear primer. So for this first impression of how I feel initially wearing it, I am not going to be using any primer. So my skincare is going to be my Verage toner, okay? This is all anti-aging. My Verage moisturizer. And then I'm going to go with my Loreal Glam Tox Eye Cream, which has SPF 15 in it. For my first time using it, I'm going to use one of 3 brushes. So we're going to start with 1 pump. One pump. Okay, clearly 1 pump is not enough with the Sigma Kabuki brush. It is matching my skin. It's very skin-like. Now recently I broke out, so we're going to see how it, you know, it covers that way. All right, so I am going to change it up and I'm gonna go in with the Heavenly Luxe. I'm gonna go in with another pump, okay? And I'm gonna stipple the product on. But with the stippling, I'm also going to like just brush it this way. Okay guys, so this is 2 pumps fanned out. I do find that if I actually like the IT Cosmetics Heavenly Luxe brush so much better to apply this by stippling motion. This is on my first impression of using it. So this is 1 pump. It's light to medium coverage. I'm not getting full coverage in, you know, over the breakouts that I had here. So far it's sitting very well on the skin. I do feel it kind of gets a little stuck right here on the nose. I'm gonna go in with another pump, and this time I am going to use the MAC 130 brush. So now we're up to, because the first pump was small, it wasn't like a full pump, so now we are up to 2.5 pumps. And again, I'm gonna stipple. And then I'm gonna swirl. Let's see what happens when I swirl it. Definitely nice coverage right now as I'm doing it. I think this is very nice. I'm not quite sure if this foundation is reminding me of anything so far. And it really does melt into the skin. I can't deny that. It definitely, you know, just goes and buffs out really nice. The only thing that's bothering me right now is that I can see that it's gathering a little bit on my nose. So I'm just gonna continue to stipple. Now this is a demi-matte foundation, so it's going to give you, similar to that L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte kind of coverage, but not as drying. Okay, so I am going to finish up the rest of my makeup and I will be right back. So as of right now, I can tell you that the foundation, to me, it still resembles skin. It's actually, I feel that I am poreless right now. I don't see any issues with my skin. I mean, some of my lines is still evident, but 36 years old, you start to see that. And I don't see any cakiness on this initial application, but you guys are gonna follow me throughout the day. I have clients in Staten Island today, so I'm gonna do just like a couple of check-ins with you guys as I'm in my travels, and then I'll touch base with you guys later tonight. Okay guys, so I have the foundation on about 2 hours now, and what I can tell you is that I definitely have a very skin-like appearance. And again, I don't have any primer on underneath because I really don't wear a primer on a daily basis. I just have a little bit of foundation that is stuck in this area of my laugh lines, but that's normal, especially when you have lines. I mean, you are going to see some foundation. Again, I do think that this is definitely light to medium coverage. It's a very nice foundation. I'm still on the fence about it. I'm trying to see if, as I wear it through the day, if it's something similar to something I've worn in the past, but I don't feel it resembles any of my other foundations. So as of right now, I still like it. I think it's good. It is staying in place, and I feel like it's second skin, to be honest. All right, I'll touch base with you guys in a few hours. I am now in Staten Island, and I am headed to my first client of the day, and I'll check back with you guys soon. I've had the foundation on since 9:30 this morning. It's now 12:30, midnight, past midnight. I feel it did stay on pretty well. I don't have any primer again underneath. I do feel though, as it got later in the day, it started to get a little bit more patchy around this area on me. And then right around here, starting at midday early on, it started to get very clustered in this area, and you were able to see the foundation here, so I didn't like that at all. Now I don't know if it's the powder that I used or not, but tomorrow I'm gonna try with the beauty blender, so I'll touch base with you guys in the morning. So I let the cream sit on my face for about 30 seconds. So this way it just, everything goes into my skin. And today I'm gonna go in with my beauty blender to apply the foundation. So the only thing I noticed up yesterday is that I had a little bit of crepiness here in this area and very little here at the end of the night. So let's see, hopefully this is different. So I'm gonna start with one nice pump. As you can see, the consistency is really nice. It doesn't really move. It's very little liquid, like a creamy texture. And I'm gonna start by stippling, just bouncing it onto my skin. So let's see. All right, I think that it's sitting on the face much better with the Beauty Blender. But some of the product is getting lost, I could tell you right now, out of one pump. So this is more like a light coverage with the Beauty Blender. So now we're gonna go back in again. Another pump. Okay, so this is 2 pumps. I do feel it's medium coverage. I can't really say it's full, so I'm gonna say light to medium. Definitely skin-like. I do think you get a better application with the Beauty Blender, but my advice is to make sure you squeeze it out a lot and then dry it in between a paper towel or facial cloth so that it gets whatever excess water out. And this way it's like semi-damp, so it's not super duper wet. What I can tell you is that it definitely resembles skin. I think I like the application a little bit better today with the Beauty Blender versus the brush. I did not set it with any powder, so there's no powder on my face today because typically daily whenever I do my makeup I never add a primer and I never add powder to my face. It's just something that I just really don't do ever, unless I'm going out and I have to be like red carpet ready for an event or something like that. I'll add a little bit more. One pump is going to give you light coverage. When you go to 2 pumps, it's going to give you medium coverage. So right now, as you can see, like it's light to medium because you can still see a little bit about this breakout that I had going on here. But over here, it's actually not as apparent except for like this little guy right here. It's everything is sitting nice. I don't see any initial movement. I think I actually like it better without setting it with any powder as of right now. So I'm gonna give it the whole day. Okay guys, so it is now I think about 9:15 p.m. and I've had the foundation on I think a little more than 6 hours. What I can tell you is that it stayed on really well throughout the day, but what I have noticed is that it collected just a little bit over here in these areas right here. So you do get a little movement with the product. Now, I don't know if it could be that I have no primer on underneath. I honestly think that this is a great everyday foundation, especially for women that don't like to wear makeup but are looking to try something new. As of right now, I do like it, and I do like the way the Beauty Blender applies it. So I will see you guys in the morning. Okay, so we are on day 3 now, and today the only thing I did for skincare is the usual. I did my Verage toner, I did my Verage moisturizer, and I added 1 drop of my frankincense from doTerra for anti-aging all over my skin and neck. I went in with the Makeup Forever Step 1. This is the hydrating primer. It's not super duper. It's like their basic primer that they have, so we could see the difference with a primer. So I'm going in with my Beauty Blender because I find that that is the best way to apply it. And I am going to go in with 1, actually, yeah, let's go in with 1 pump. And what I'm gonna do this time is I'm gonna just start to dot it around. So now I'm gonna go in with a 2nd pump, see how that goes. So you get light coverage with 1 pump, and 2 pumps gives you medium coverage. If you go in with a 3rd pump, you'll probably get full coverage at that point. So this foundation is definitely buildable. So let's see. I mean, as you could tell, it's not so much of full coverage because, again, it's not completely covering up any breakouts that I have, but it's doing a good job at minimizing them. So it's definitely second skin, that I can tell you guys at this point with the 3rd application, and I think I like it so much better with a primer. So I'm just gonna finish up my makeup and I'll be right back. Okay, so my makeup is finished, and when I shut the camera off, I decided to just go in with 1 more pump to see if I would like the way it would come out if I mixed a 3rd layer using the Makeup Forever Professional 122 Straight and Wavy brush. Now, I discussed this brush in my Makeup Forever Ultra HD foundation review, and this was the key component as to how I felt the foundation just wound up looking so much better on the skin. Well, this was definitely the key to applying this foundation. I think you definitely need a brush. With all the brushes that I've tried from 3 days ago into the Beauty Blender and now into this, I feel that you should do the first layer with a Beauty Blender or any type of makeup cosmetic sponge, and then go in with a 2nd layer if you have the 122 brush, or if you are a brush fanatic and want to purchase it, definitely look into getting that. It just really made the 3rd layer just sit on my skin amazing. And I didn't set my face with any powder because honestly, the truth is I really don't, and I don't think it's a necessity. This made me fall in love with this foundation. So you know, for you guys, I did 3 pumps obviously because I was testing it out to see how it looked with the Beauty Blender today. So I would say 2 pumps. So I would do my first pump with my Beauty Blender, and then I would do my 2nd pump going in with the 122 brush from Makeup Forever. Okay everyone, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this review and demo on the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Foundation. Again, I do really like it. Please let me know if you wind up purchasing this product after my review, or you've tried out my methods and they have worked for you. I have to say, I think it's a really great product. If you are looking for a product to mimic your skin, and I really, really, truly mean that, it just melts into your skin, you're gonna be really happy with this. If you guys have acne-prone skin and you're very red, you're gonna wanna neutralize that prior to putting this on. But you're gonna get pretty good coverage alone just from the foundation. So it just depends on how much coverage you want. It's definitely not cakey, I'll tell you that right now. And it's light to full foundation, depending on how you apply the foundation. So I hope you enjoyed this review. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Share this video so that you can send it out to all your other friends and family that are probably interested in the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Foundation. And if you have any questions, you know that I'm always here to help you and answer you as fast as I can. So just leave them down below. I love you guys, and I'll see you in my next video.